Hi and welcome to Easy Fishing. Well, I'm on my holidays in Norfolk and I had planned to revisit the ponds and streams that I fished as a very young boy. Unfortunately, the streams have dried up. The ponds have either been filled in, dried up, or are now on plots of land owned by rich people who don't want smelly old fishermen on their land. And yes, they are expensive houses now. When I was younger, couldn't give them away, but now they're very twee country cottages, desirable residences. So anyway, to cut a long story short, I wondered where to fish, and I remembered Diss Mere. Now Diss is about 8 miles from the village I was born in, Pullham Market, and I found a shop called Diss Angling Centre, who I'm really grateful to, because they gave me some information, good directions how to get there, tactics, etc. Another local down by the lake put me onto what he said was a red hot Crucian swim, so here we are. And it's quite beautiful mere actually. It's not that big. I suppose it's about 5 acres, I suppose, saying like 5 or 6 acres, hard to tell. And today I'm fishing really simple tactics. So today I have my trusty 13-foot red range float rod, cheap centre pin loaded with 4-pound line, and a pole rig. And the pole rig is made up on 016, which is about 4 pounds main line, and I'm using a Drennan AS3 carp float. Strange choice you might think, but they're a good all-rounder, work brilliantly for most fish. Hook is a size 16 wide gape match, which I've tied myself to 3-pound hook length to give myself a chance to get any decent fish, and I've been assured there's plenty of decent fish in here. Right, bait wise, I have some 6mm feed pellets, laced with one of Sonia Bates' what they call an F1 liquid, which is sweet flavour, tin of sweet corn, Tesco's natural no sugar job, and some maggots. So I've plumbed up the depth. It's quite deep, a rod length out. We're talking a good 5 feet, if not more deep, but I'm only fishing off the rod top. So I'm going to start off with a couple of red maggots, and I'll feed a few pellets in, a bit of sweet corn, and take it from there. Some maggots probably as well. Get myself sorted out. There we go. No casting involved. Just swing it out to the area I plumbed. Rod's right beside me. I'll chuck in, I don't know, about a dozen 6mm pellets to start off with. 3 or 4 grains of sweet corn, and a handful of red maggots. Now I've been assured by a local that this is a red hot swim for Crucians, but I've heard all that before. I could be pleasantly surprised, but hey, let's wait and see what happens. And it is hot and humid. I have my insect repellent at the ready, which I will probably need. A bottle of chilled water, which is getting warm already. Now I wanted to fish the... Oh, I've got lots of bubbles in my swim. I wanted to fish the local ponds, but that became quickly apparent that was out of the question. So this is the next best thing. Centre pin reel, no casting, small float, simple baits. Can't do more than give it a try, and I've got to admit I'm looking at a fountain across the lake in a green park area. It's quite pleasant. I'll just have to wait and see what happens. Well, I've had the first disaster already. The lead got tangled when I stood up, the camera flipped over, and a very expensive camera battery did a beautiful 180-degree entry into the water. Oh well, these things are sent to try us. If you want to lose your sanity, fish and film at the same time. Oh, and we have a fish. What have we got? Is it a fish? It's a specimen tree fish. Huh. Oh well. There's obviously a fair amount of snags down there. Good specimen tree fish, gave a good scrap. Dogged, slow and heavy. Let's try again. So obviously this is going to be the pattern for the evening. Oh well, as long as I get a few fish I don't mind. But I'll bet you Cadence and Drennan and all that don't show this sort of stuff on their videos. And oh, bumped a little fish. So there's obviously little fish down there. Let's try a piece of corn. Usually means you have to wait a bit longer for a bite, but I don't really want to just sit here catching little fish. I want to get something a little bit better. Let's see how we get on. Oh yes. Now we have a fish here that's obviously not a little roach. What have we got? Oh, well, we had flying skimmer. So I've had a group of young lads, local lads, watching me and chatting to me, so I had to stop filming. But I did carry on catching fish. I caught roach, perch, generally having quite a nice time catching fish. I'm getting loads of bites, and here we go, there's another one. It's only a small one again, but who cares? Yes, and another little stripey. I shall switch back to corn in a minute. So I've had a dozen of these stripies in 15 minutes, and yeah, they're a bit of a pest, but you never know. To be honest, I'm not really that bothered. It's just a bit of fishing, isn't it? You know. Few fish. You know, I'm doing the basics right. Could get a bigger fish come along. I did get snagged up in something quite serious underneath the water. So, and here we go. Another little fish. Oh, what have we got this time? Oh, I think that was a small skimmer. So I'm just, you know, fishing along, enjoying myself. Size, I'm not really bothered. Just want to get out fishing. And when I've had enough, I'll go home to my steak and ale pie. Missed that one. I think I've lost a shot. I seem to be not dotted down like I was. Oh, slightly better fish this time. That's not saying a lot, mind you, but it's marginally better. What have we got this time? Ah, marginally better perch. But they all... Oh! I think I'll count that one. I shouldn't have lifted it, but there you go. Yes, I appear to have lost a number 10 stot, so I'll just have to replace that. Have something marginally better on. Took a piece of sweet corn. Not a monster, but feels like a bream, but who knows? Could be a Crucian. Oh no, it's a better bream. Lovely soft mellow action on this rod. Cushions all the lunges. He's not a monster by any stretch, but a nice fish to catch. Here he comes. And we have a nice bream here of oh, I don't know. It's pushing £2 plus, that's for certain. Feels heavier than he looks. Easy boy. So there we have. Hey, in the land. Not going to try and hold him up again. He was covered in rough spawning lumps, so they're possibly still spawning. But that's the first decent fish, so I'm quite content with that, even if I'm a bit slimed up. Feels like another bream. Do like playing fish on a centre pin. My thumb is more sensitive than any drag system. Yep, it's another bream. Didn't fight as hard as the last one. And it's about the same size. There we go. Nice chunky bream. Couple of pounds. Hey. Well, if I'm going to catch those all night or all evening, I'm not going to complain about it, apart from the slime. I have the float dotted right down because, like I say, I want Crucians, but oh, I'll settle for bream, roach, whatever else comes along. Getting some very tiny indications, and I'm not sure if these are Crucians or whether they're just line bites. Yes, and another quality fish. What have we got this time? Probably another bream. Feels that way. Yep. Slightly smaller one this time, in fact considerably smaller. But they all count. I must admit I'm quite pleased. I seem to be hooking them all in the lip. There you go. Nice little skimmer. There you go, mate. Like I say, while these aren't my intended target, I'm happy to catch them. I think that's why I get more out of my fishing than a lot of people, because I am content with what I catch. Big, small, I don't mind, really. It's all about the fishing for me. Oh, missed that one. Who cares if you miss a few bites? Not exactly the end of the world, is it? And again. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, I like that sound. That didn't take off like a bream, did it? Well, might have just been an enthusiastic bream. On the other hand, it might be something a bit better. Do love hearing that ratchet screech. Yeah, I think it was just an enthusiastic bream. Plodding around a bit. Yeah, and it's another slab. These are heavy weighing bream, these ones. They don't look very big, but they certainly solid fish. And where's this one hooked? There it is. There we go, another comfortably solid bream. And here we go again. Yeah, another slab by the feel of it. Doesn't feel a particularly big one, but yeah, it's small, big skimmer, small bream, call it what you will. I'll call it a fish. As long as this one doesn't get off, that is, it should do. Another smallish skimmer, but it's fish. Yeah. I hate it when they flat and cover me in slime and yeah. And here we go again after a few missed bites. Oh, what a sound. It's probably only an enthusiastic bream, but yeah, feels like a bream. So I'll ratchet off now. But it's amazing how bream can fight like that sometimes. People have them down as soggy old fighters, but they're not always. Especially in a deeper swim like this. I mean, this one's scrapping around. You wouldn't think that was a bream. But I'll bet you any money you like, it's going to give up in a minute, and it will be. Having said that, I'm not so sure now. Why? Well, that's a bream, that's putting up a rare old scrap. That's because it's not, and I've caught my target species. I have caught a pucker Crucian. Now I don't know what this one weighs, I'm not going to weigh it, but that is what you call a bar of gold. How about that? That's a genuine Crucian as well. Target achieved. One very, very happy bunny. Mwah. I'm not going to actually kiss you. I ain't that desperate. Yes! It's That's what I've been after. And here we have another real screamer. It's shot off. I thought it was going to be another bigger fish, but it looks like, yes, it's another slab. But who cares? I've caught what I came for, which was a Crucian, and a good one at that. That Crucian was pushing a good 2 pound, if not more. And this is one of those bream that thinks it's a tench. But I'm not going to complain. You wouldn't think a bream, a skimmer, would scream off like that, but they do. Thank you, Mr. Bream, for sliming my hair up. Yuck. First thing I need when I get home is going to be a shower. Well, it's not a Crucian. And what do we got? Ah, looks like a nice quality roach. Ooh, a bit big to lift out. There he is. And there he was. Another fish. Don't know what we got, not very big. Looks like a perch. Yep. Old stripey. Oh, and stripey's come off. And yes, another little stripey. Oh, real little one this time. So, yes, and he's fallen off. So I think I'm going to stick a bit of corn on and tip it off with a section of worm. Never does any harm to experiment with bait sometimes. See if that brings anything else. No, it seems like the worm, whoops, there he goes, and it's fallen back in the water. Too attractive to the stripies. So we'll go back on the corn. Well, we're in on double corn. Feels like another bream. Plodding around, so I guess it's a fairish fish. There's something about playing fish on a centre pin reel. You should try it. Yeah, it's almost undoubtedly a slab of some sort. Yes, it's a slab. Oh, another. These bream, I'm really surprised by how much they weigh, because they don't look very big, but they certainly seem to weigh heavy. I suppose I really should weigh one, but I'm not that bothered. This is a good solid, easily 3 pound fish. Beautifully hooked in the lip. There you go. Lovely fish. Well, I guess we're reaching that time. Well, that looks like about it for me. So I hope you all enjoy this video, and I've certainly had a great deal of pleasure from it. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again very soon. So bye for now.